And start. Alright, perfect. Yeah. Hello. Been a while since I did this. I am basically finally doing something that I've put off for a very long time. As you can see, these drawings are very old. I am insanely. I cringe a lot at them because I have done these a really long time ago and I don't like them anymore, but it's too late to change them. So basically, welcome back to the comic thingy that I was doing. I gotta basically finish up a bunch of sketches from page 6 to page. Well, basically through page 11 and then page 12. I need to just like start and like added like special effects and stuff there. Um, but like, oh boy, oh it's been so long. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to limit this to like a 30-minute video today because I have something I have to go to right after this. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better today than I was yesterday, so it should be fine. But yeah, okay. Anyways, yeah. So I am basically this basic sketch. I'm not even gonna outline it like I usually do, right? Like I'm gonna outline certain parts of it, but I'm probably gonna have to change a ton of stuff because I have very much disdain for a lot of the choices that I made in this. Yeah. Yeah, so basically I just need to do like outlines first. Nope, that looks terrible. Like I'll let this live. Basically. Do 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 yeah. I have to actually finish this stuff and actually post it at some point. I don't want to do that. Yeah. Actually, interesting enough, it's one of the hardest parts of any project is to just actually post it. Or I mean, like, thing is, just like even thinking about posting it is really terrifying. Cause yeah, I don't have like things. If I was a little bit better at this, right, and I actually was like confident in my skills and like, oh yeah, absolutely, I have like one of the, that I've like 20, 30 years of art experience. I'm like completely confident that I know what I'm doing. I would be much more comfortable with this stage probably of just like looking back on what I did and then just trying to work with that. Am I using the right pen? I think it is. It feels wrong for some reason. I can't figure out why. But yeah, I've posted a bunch of shorts. The reason why I'm not doing that today is because I basically just ran out of ideas. I've ran out of ways to stall for time. Yeah, but hey, it's a valuable experience. I did not know that Studio Clip had its like own inbuilt. Ooh, I don't like this face shape. Like if I was to like change it to maybe something like this. You know what? It's fine. I'll maybe change it later. I think that the fact that the sketch is just so messy, which is not something that you should do. This isn't a bad example. Really is getting in the way of my vision here and like what I want this to be. So 100% this panel, and then I guess this should be fine. I think hopefully I think this is gonna look, this specific panel here is gonna look terrible, and then I think everything else I can sort of kind of maneuver at least a little bit to make it somewhat okay. But yeah, I've basically given up on making this one even look decent. So oh my goodness. Yeah, see, when you're sketching, right, word of advice, you should know what you're doing, right? And what I mean by that is you shouldn't draw lines at random in a sketch like I'm doing here. You can do that in an actual draw, like in your like actual drawing stage, right? Because you can do whatever you want. I mean, it's like as long as you're following the basic principles, you're fine. No one cares, right? Um, but when you're doing a sketch like this, you have to also follow this, and you have to like retrace all of it. So the more sporadic and random your lines, the worse that's gonna be. And I am currently suffering the consequences of my past self's foolishness. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Okay. Do. I'm gonna hate this when I see the final product. What is that? Do. Do. Okay, hold on. I'm a little bit confused. Did I mean the shoulder to go here or here? I think I meant it to go here. My bad. But I am proud of myself for finally, for the first time in a while, actually making a video. Because thing is, once again, I ran out of ideas for shorts, right? Like, I don't know if you look through them, you will see how I progressively just run out of things to draw. I have no clue what I'm doing, right? And like the thing is, for most of them, you don't see it because it's in time lapse. But basically, every time you see me erase something, every time you see me like, draw something, erase it, change it somehow. Yeah, that decision alone takes like a good 20 minutes, and I feel terrible for doing it right afterwards, and then I'm just like, fine, whatever, I don't care, right? So yeah, it sucks. It sucks a lot. Fortunately, why is this like that? I don't like the way that this is working out, and also I did this wrong. I now know, because I now have a little bit more knowledge of how clothes work. Oh wait, no, hold on. Oh wait, no, hold on. It needs to actually go more like this. Nope. You need to have prettier, nicer lines. Is that good? And then if it's something kind of like that. I guess, yeah. I don't like this. All right. Do. How does that look? Oh, I don't like that either. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Again, I have accepted my fate that this specific panel's gonna suck. There's nothing I can do about it. But I still want it to be at least somewhat presentable. Oh, this is gonna be horrible. Tak. Do. Oh no, I can already see what's gonna go wrong with this. I know what I did wrong with this hand. Oh, it's so painful. But again, it's going to take me way too long to redo it, and frankly speaking, I don't have the willpower. That's wrong. So a little bit more correct, and then there is a little bit more like that kind of going out here, and now that I think should be fine. Need to do that and that for the wrists. Nope, that looks horrible. Oh no. Okay. Once again, so much easier if you just accept how terrible what you're doing is anyways, so you might as well just roll with it when it inevitably comes out bad. Yeah, this is why I put this off for so long. There we are. Okay, wait, hold on. I have this here and I didn't do it here. What was wrong with me? My goodness. Do. Gonna make this a little bit thicker. Okay, now I gotta think about how a short sleeve shirt works. The way that works is it needs to bend that way, and it needs to be slightly longer here, and then like that. Which is what I'm gonna do. All right, do. Yeah, what should I talk about? Yeah. And this needs to go like that, and then like that. Oh wait, hold on. The arm needs to go like here. Should make all of this here. Yeah. I want to give this more of a bump because that's how a forearm looks. Is that too much? Let me consider it. Hold on. Is that too much? Yeah, I think that's too much. You know what? Fine. I'll just follow this trajectory. It's not super bad. It's just annoyingly incorrect a little bit. Блин. All right. Do. That's actually not a bad idea. I don't like the way this arm looks, but I can't do anything about it, so I'm just gonna live with it. Yeah. This is not how thumbs look. Should be more like that. Oh, this looks awful. And so messy too, like my goodness. So many like erase marks. Hold on. No. thumbs bend goes like that. Perfect. Or not. That actually looks terrible. Why is that? I think I went too far with it. Acceptable. I feel like this needs to be there. Wait, actually, hold on. Where would that be? Let me think. Ooh. Okay, maybe not this downward bit. Maybe like up to here. And actually, that would be a little bit higher and more rounded. It's so hard to tell whether I'm making a mistake now or it was just that like all the other mistakes that I've made up to this point are just compounding and showing. So like I'm way worse at judging myself now. Come on. I think it's more like that. I think these guys need to be a little bit more pointy. So I'm just gonna go with that. And that. Because, the thing is, when you're working with horrible sketches like this, the important thing to ask yourself is what is the brain seeing in this moment? Not what is actually on the page. What's actually on the page doesn't actually matter because it's so broad and up to interpretation with these lines that, like, again, this is a horrible sketch, right? And the reason for that is because I can't actually tell where the lines are supposed to be. Like, my brain is auto-correcting stuff in my head with these messy lines, and so if I want to clean them up, I have to understand what my brain is correcting it to, and then using that. And I'm not exactly good enough for this to always work, so what in the world is this mess? Oh, I know what it is. It's this bit of the thumb. Wait, hold on. Maybe here's that bit of the thumb. Like that? I don't know. Oh, this sketch sucks. Oh, this is terrible. That's not how fingers look when wrapped around a fist, but whatever. I'll let this live. Because I don't have another choice at this point. Yeah, the thing is, I'm just remembering back to how I actually made this all. And, like, I just remember this hand took me so long to do, because I wasn't really, like... The thing is, I was not being smart. I was not doing this with, like, any kind of reference or anything. I was just, like, trying to draw it off the top of my head, which, might work for someone who knows what they're doing, but this is just a horrible idea if you don't know what, like, a fist grabbing a utensil looks like. Even now I'm just drawing this from my head. This is terrible. I should be looking at a reference, but see, the thing is, right, the plus side of looking at a reference is that you are more or less that's not how that works. Is that you are more or less certain that, like, yeah, what I'm doing is right. This is in fact how the thing that I'm drawing looks like. But you see, the negative side of the reference is the fact that you actually have to find it and then take the time to look at it. And it's like, I don't have that kind of energy or willpower. Like, it's just like how does someone do that? Like, that's insane. Can't I just like spend 30 minutes crying until I magically somehow get to a semi-decent result? Like, I feel like that's just a more efficient solution. This pink is massive. Okay, I need to make these lines a little bit better. So I'm once again doing the thing with my sketch that I'm just like making these hyper messy lines. And it's more habit than anything for me, which is a terrible habit to be in. I would not recommend it. That looks messy. Yeah. Whatever. It's fine. Perfect. Now how does this look? Okay, yeah, so the lines I'm using are very thin, so I'm gonna have to figure those out in a bit, but I think it's working. I think whatever I'm doing is sort of kind of working. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to do this bit. And I'm gonna ignore these for now because I don't want to really think about them at the moment. I'm gonna do the shorts thing. I'm marginally sort of kind of okay with these lines here. Does that work? Nope. All right. Okay. All right. Time to do the face. How long have I been recording? 22 minutes. All right, yeah, so I'm almost done with what I can afford to do today, unfortunately. I just want to get maybe the face done, just the basic outline of this done. And I'll probably stop for today. Do. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Incredible. And now and I'm just going to take out this bit and take out this bit. And then I'm going to take this and move it. Maybe like there. Actually, hold on. Would it be better if I did this? Here we go. Or if I did this. Oh, this looks awful. Oh, oh, oh no. What have I done? Oh, these eyes are too small. That's why. Do 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 do. What in the world did I just do? No. That's annoying. Okay. Do. Do. All these looks off. Oh, I have to change them. You know what? I'm just gonna do them from scratch. I don't want to. I'm not even gonna redraw them. I'm just gonna fully. Oh, I mean, I am going to redraw them. That's the point. Yes, I'm just gonna fully redo them because this is atrocious and a crime against humanity to have eyes like that. I cannot do that. That would be an insult to life and art and all things. I need to turn that off because that looks terrible. Okay, I just need to maybe. Okay, what if I just like don't restrict myself on how large these are? Perhaps, maybe, because I'm naturally trying to make them way too small for this style. Perhaps, maybe then. How does that look in comparison to this? Different. If nothing else. Very different. Oh no, I see what's wrong. Yep, that's better. No, I just need to. And I think this one is ever so slightly shorter than this one, so I'm just gonna just like that, just very slightly. And now, oh, that looks awful. Oh no. And I think this mouth also looks awful, so I'm just gonna stop that. All of these lines look bland and uninteresting. They're all very small and horrible, but you know, gotta start somewhere. No, sorta. I'll let it live. Oh, now this nose is too far up. And these eyes are undetailed, and you know. Now, what expression should I give this person? And if I maybe, for example, do something like this, that's my cue that I have to leave in like 30 seconds. So, if I just very quickly, oh, look at that! Look at that artistry. Okay, let me just seriously do these eyebrows. Very quickly. Oh my goodness, this entire side of the hair I just straight up didn't do. Nope. Alright, and now I have some... Oh, I don't do the fork. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. If I do say so myself, this fork was the shortest and most efficient thing that I drew. Because it was... It took me, like, nothing. Right? Whilst... Okay, you know what? I can't even trace this. Whilst being, like, the simplest thing for me to draw for some reason, because I just like kind of randomly smashed together 4 like teeth thingies. That's not how a fork looks. But yeah, again, because I did it so terribly, now this is gonna turn out insanely horrible. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah. That just looks terrible.
Alright, yeah, I'll have to finish this, but I have to get going now. Oh, this looks so horrible.
These lines have like no distinction between them. If I do something like that, maybe it'll make things marginally better. I don't like that.
Whatever. Not the point. Point is that I will make this slightly better to the best of my abilities when I get to it, because I have to get going. I've overshot my estimation of how long this would take by an entire 2 minutes and 14 seconds now. So yeah, I need to get hurrying over to my next thing that I gotta do. But yeah, hope you liked the video. I have to get some done. Yeah, I'll probably just like post this style of thing for the next few days as I try and salvage the very horrible, especially earlier artworks.
Oh no, I just realized so many things wrong with... Wait, no, hold on. Wait. No. This was actually sort of correct. It's not the way I thought it was. It sucks and it's horrible. I don't like it. That's not better. But yeah, I will do my best to... I will do my best to make sure that... So again, once again, this one, I'm just taking the loss on it. It's not going to look good no matter what I do. I'm going to try my best, but I have zero expectations for this panel specifically. Hopefully my next ones are going to be a whole lot better. But yeah, other than that,
thank you for watching. Bye. Have a great day. Oh boy.